No.
Okay.
Okay. Hey guys. So I am here with Julie. I'm Julia Chang, Diamond Beachbody Coach. And Julie and I have, Julie has joined my team as a coach a couple of weeks ago. And we talk every once in a while, chatting on the phone, Zoom. And we came up with this idea to do an interviewing, more like a conversational piece to show a deeper, I guess, level of coaching. And so I guess we'll get started. Julie, I'm so excited to have you on my team. Number one, you know that I absolutely love you and adore you. And I love your story, and you're so genuine and you're so raw and you're so sincere in all your words. So I know when you say something, you really mean it. And it's just so genuine the way it comes across, whether it's in your post or your text messages or even talking to you on Zoom. So let's get started a little bit and just kind of get right to it. Like, share your story of how you got into Beachbody.
Well, first of all, I've heard about Beachbody, what was it, like 8 years ago? Like, it started to sort of make its way into people's lives. And P90X, that's how I heard about Beachbody. And I did buy the DVDs because I was always passionate about working out and health, fitness. And I did buy the DVD, but I think a lot of people, they purchase it, but they never really kind of go through it. Right. So I was one of those people, like it just kind of, it got delivered, but it never got used, so I still have it. I still have the DVDs, and it's always sort of like, it's been in the back seat, so to speak. And I guess you kind of like reached out to me, and you were brave enough to like reach out to me because you and I, we knew each other from long ago. This is like way before Beachbody. Right. And we weren't like friends or anything, but and I really liked you back then, but then we never really connected. Right. So when you reached out to me, I was very surprised. I was like really happy that you reached out because it was an old face, Right. So, you encouraged me that I could be a good fit for a coach. And the strange thing is, I was already thinking about becoming a coach, like in, I guess, department, like, because I always had passion for helping other women change their lives. Like, I always had passion for that. So when you told me about the coaching experience, at that time I was looking for a business, but I wasn't too sure if I wanted to do Beachbody. So I joined other network marketing, and it didn't really work out for me. And then I was sort of like in this slump because I wanted to, I wanted a fulfilling life, but I couldn't really pinpoint what I wanted to do. And, I would see your posts like almost every day. Every time I go to Facebook, you're posting encouragements and motivation, and like you're always like, posting exercising videos and how much you changed. And I was just like, man, that's just so awesome that, Julia is always so happy and consistent, persistent, and so encouraging and motivational. So I think it like spoke to my heart, and I just sort of like made the decision that I want to do something. I want to do something like that. I wanted something like that for myself. So I reached out to you, obviously, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of like ready to join Beachbody, and here we are. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I remember that. I remember we talked on the phone that one time a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You were just asking me a bunch of questions, and you were tinkering between, what you were in the research phase. You wanted to serve other women, and you wanted to make this big, business move, but you weren't quite sure what. And so I'm so excited that, fast forward a few years that, you're here and, you're in all this.
Yeah. I can't believe that's been well, last year, right? I can't
Yeah,
believe
because
how, yeah.
it has to be within 2 years because I've been a coach for 2 years now. So it's been.
Yeah, I think it was like little over a year, and I just can't believe how fast time flies. And that's the thing, you
Yeah.
know, like indecisions can really be devastating, right? Because I mean, everyone can agree how fast time flies.
Right.
You know,
Blink
as
of an eye.
and yeah, it's just like that. And I'm done. I'm done like wasting, I guess I want to say wasting, but sort of like just letting time pass without doing the things that I want to do. Like I'm 37 right now, and I'm just like no more. Before I hit 40, like I want to accomplish so many things, and you know, no one else is gonna do them for me. No one else is gonna make that choice for me. It's something I need to do. So I proactively like made the choice to join Beachbody.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what happened.
Yes, I know. And I'm just so happy.
Yeah.
And I do remember, like, I do know you look at my posts because ever since that conversation, and I know you went to another MLM, you always
Mhm.
were like, I even wrote so many times, like, you're my number one fan. You would always like, heart,
Yeah.
comment my posts.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it's always nice as a coach you put yourself out there. It's never easy, because sometimes
Yeah.
you get a lot of engagement, but to have that, so I always appreciated that about you. So thank you.
Oh, pleasure. It was coming from my heart. Like I was like your cheerleader. I was like, yeah, go
I know all the time. I'm like, okay. Okay, so all right, so that's your story about how you kind of got into it. What do you hope to gain? I know maybe that's a big, broad, general question, but like, really, what do you hope to gain? I know we had talked about that one graphic that I posted that really was like everything, but
yeah, what do I hope to gain? You know, honestly, nothing is more fulfilling. Again, you know, I mentioned it earlier. Nothing is more fulfilling for me to witness a woman or a man, you know, sort of like liberating themselves from themselves. Because a lot of times I think we're the number one um, object or subject just blocking us from our own destiny.
right.
And I think the worst thing is not knowing that you don't know.
Right.
And we're just kind of like stuck in that slump or a pain, like whatever it is, you know. And I love to sort of like, you know, help people come out of that state, sort of like reveal what's stopping them, you know. And I love being transparent and authentic with them. And I think, you know, so I wonder, like, maybe that's why I'm here on earth, is to help people realize what their potential is, you know. And I just can't see what, I don't know, I'm such a visionary. Like I see the final outcome of those people. Like if they were, you know, living their full potential, like how they would be. I see the treasure in people. So I want to like help them see that. So you know, I hope that with, you know, Beachbody, with that platform, I get to reach to other people and help them see that about themselves. Yeah, so that's my ultimate goal, is
Right.
because that will help me, that will bring fulfillment. Yeah,
That would be
that's
super fulfilling and rewarding. So tell
yeah.
me how does health and fitness, right? Because Beachbody is all about health, fitness,
Mhm.
with the nutrition plans, with Shakeology, with the accountability groups. How does all that tie into you helping people like realize their potential and peeling back the layers to come to realizations?
Yeah, so you know, I was once there, you know, like in this state of like this depression and anxiety, and I wondered why I was in that state. Um, of course, I read a lot of books, I prayed a lot, and you know, did a lot of like, you know, soul searching, and I realized that the reason why I was in this state of depression and anxiety is because I was stagnant. You know, I was stagnant. I wasn't really going anywhere. You know, because even nowadays with social media, always, you know, open to you, you get to see other people, you know, do things, or you see, um, like your friends going to places that you wanted to go, but you can't because maybe financial issues or something like that. So for me, I totally lost my train of thought just now. Oh yeah, I was stagnant. And oh my God, my mind is just kind of going blank.
No,
It's
that's okay.
strange.
No, that totally. That happened. It's like the time. It's like 3. Well, for me,
Coffee.
Yeah. It's anything after like lunchtime. I'm like,
What was the question again?
My question is, how is health and fitness
Oh, that's right.
going to help you help other people?
That's right. Yeah. So again, going back to the whole stagnant thing, I realized that physical movement plays a huge role in changing that status. Like you start bringing momentum into your life. So like when you're depressed or you're suffering anxiety, you're just kind of like stuck at home and you don't want to go out. You just want to be alone. And that's the most dangerous place to be when you are in that state. So I think, I just started just kind of walking, and that's just would kind of like peek into the Beachbody on demand, right? Like just kind of seeing like what they're offering, and I would get this like, this little desire, like, oh, I should work out, I should do this, and I think I was listening to some podcast, and they were talking about how your body needs to move, like physically move. It's actually really good for you, and your body is connected to your mind. So when you start moving your body, like it starts to develop healthy hormones and stuff like that, happy hormones and things like that. So for me, it's about building momentum. So that's why I think Beachbody is like perfect way to get you started, into this like personal journey. I think it's such a great and I guess very important aspect of personal journey is the physical. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, for me personally, there is no company out there like Beachbody that offers you everything. It's not just the workouts, right? It's not just the nutrition plan. It's not just like a shake. It's not just, the coaching and the accountability. It's literally everything that you possibly need to be successful.
Right. Yeah.
It's like there's nothing out there like that. And so,
I agree.
And I do agree that the whole like, it's so easy for us to get in a funk or a rut. I mean, even if you don't suffer from anxiety or depression, just day to day, like sometimes things can become so routine and you are robotic and you just are kind of mechanical about your movements throughout the day. But when you have this, your blood's pumping and it's flowing and you're awake and you feel alive and you feel strong and you feel like happy and you have the endorphins pumping and you feel productive and you're meeting goals, and it's like so much,
Exactly.
And so it's like, no matter, I do see how this is going to help your cause in serving other women, because no matter where they are, no matter if they're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, if they're a mom or they're a working person or retired, it doesn't matter where you are in life. Everybody needs movement.
Yeah. Everybody needs movement and momentum. They need to build that momentum, and, you said, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60s. Like when we had the conversation the other day, I want to be sexy when I'm 60. You know what I mean? Like exactly. Like I don't want to be unhealthy and just living my life, just existing. I want to be purposeful. I want to help other women. I want to be inspiring and motivational. All that stuff. I want to make a dent in this history. I want to leave a legacy when I die, So for me, those things are very important. It's not just about me, it's about the next generation, it's helping, I guess grooming the generation, like the next generation, helping them see that self-care and self-love is very, very, very important, because I grew up like pretty much bullying myself all my life. And, so much shame, like I think women, they don't even understand how much shame they are carrying. And, you know, we have to prop each other up. I feel like women, we need to stick together and prop each other up.
Yeah.
You know, not tear each other down, but really help each other up. Because, I mean, come on, like we were in high school, you remember? We're just like,
Candy.
yeah, yeah. You know, so yeah, now that we're older, you know, mature, you know, I really do love other ladies. You know, I feel for them, and I think they're so brave and strong, you know, and we need each other, you know, so yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So do you find, you know, you hit a really good point. You know, I believe in, you know, positivity, encouraging, motivating, loving on others, and
Yeah.
uplifting. Even though I don't get that, it's just me. That's how I want to always be, you know?
Yeah.
And you've, you know, helped me see myself in a different light, because you said on several occasions, like, Julia, you're such a natural edifier. And I never knew that about myself until you said that. And I was like, yeah, I think I am, because I love, like, for me, what gets me going is if I can help put somebody in a spotlight and help them feel good with genuine words. I'm not faking, or I'm not lying. I'm not embellishing. Like, it's got to be genuine words, right?
Right. I think you're a natural born leader, because natural leaders don't care about being in the front or in the spotlight. Natural leaders actually help other people be in the spotlight. You know, so I think, yeah, definitely you're an edifier and you're a natural born leader. So
I love hearing that. Now, as far as like the building women up, because that is really, really important. Like, this message alone needs to be like a whole nother video, in my opinion. How do you see that with Beachbody, and where have you seen it?
Well, you know, just even before this interview, I was listening to the Beachbody podcast, you know, and I was just listening to, I think I listened to maybe like 3 different ones, and each one of them, I mean, besides the fact that they made it and they're like making, you know, great money, you know, they're just so genuine and sincere. They just want to help, and I love that. I can seriously hear the genuineness just oozing out of their voice, and they're just so excited, genuinely excited, and they're just so transparent, right? They're not afraid to share. They don't have any secrets. They just want to share because they care, right? So I just, everywhere I go, I see that. You know, it's not about making that money. It's about really like uplifting other women, and wanting to really like just give them the hand or the platform that they can step up, you know. And it can be anything from, you know, word of encouragement to really giving them that opportunity, right? Like whatever they need at the moment. Yeah, just to build that momentum.
Absolutely. I think for me, everything, the coaching, the workouts, the fitness, the Shakeology, like everything, I feel like any woman will gain something from it, right? You're going to learn something. You're going to grow. You're going to come to realizations. You're going to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I strongly believe that the coaching opportunity like helps with that. And I agree. Those podcasts, I can listen to those podcasts all day long.
Yeah.
All the stories. That's my favorite. When I go to any Super Saturday or Summit or the National Wake Up Call or anything like a YouTube video, you can go spend hours all day just going from like YouTube.
Yeah. It's very inspiring.
Yes, I love listening to other people's stories, and everyone is so different, right? Everyone is so different, but they're all here.
Inspiring because I'm sorry, there was like a little. Oh no, my internet connection is unstable. So
it's okay.
Oh, okay. So I think it's inspiring because they all come from a place where they weren't too proud of, right? That's why we can relate, is because we all been there. We all been down there, you know, the bottom, you know, and I think they're being vulnerable. I think that the vulnerability is what connects us. Like, I can relate to that person is because they were suffering from depression or anxiety at some point, but now they're fully healed and they're serving other women, and they're just like the the role model, so yeah, it's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a journey. I mean, some coaches, it takes 1 year to get there, 2 years, 3 years, but everyone, and even when you get to the top, it's a continual journey. You're continuing to learn and
Right.
right. So it's just an
Exactly.
endless journey, and it's exciting to be on. It really is. Like for me,
Yeah.
can't imagine myself, if I didn't take this opportunity, what would I be doing now? Like the same thing that I was doing before, and I'm in a much better place now.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So vulnerability is something, it's something that actually I want to work on. There's somebody named Brene Brown who I've been listening to. She's big on that, on vulnerability, and I've listened to her talks, and I'm looking into getting her books, because it is a struggle of mine. It is a weakness, because for me, being vulnerable means I'm open to attacks. It's a sign of weakness, but in reality, it takes a lot of courage to be vulnerable, right? And you have been quite open with me about, your struggles and pain and your hardships in the past. And I'm not going to ask you to share that. But you have been vulnerable with me, and even in some of the team pages. So I just kind of want to hear your thoughts on like the importance of vulnerability and how somebody watching this can open themselves up to be vulnerable, and like the importance of that, like what can be achieved.
Yeah. So vulnerability is a word that I didn't know until I was fully healed. When I started this whole healing journey from my past, I was, I told you earlier about shame, like how I was so shame driven and didn't even know this burden of shame on my shoulders, and just sort of living with that and thinking that was like my security blanket. And, vulnerability is such a beautiful thing, because you're letting people into your heart, like your heart, like your heart, like your personal space. You're inviting people to see that part of you, that part that almost maybe even kills you because it was so painful. I think vulnerability works when you're actually healed from that part, and at least there needs to be some healing done in it, so that you're sort of like confident in yourself that, hey, if that other person makes a rude comment, it's not about me, it's about that person. And learning to have healthy boundaries, and because we're all open to it, right? When we share about our journey, you're Julia, you're being vulnerable too when you are sharing your journey constantly on social media, because social media is like, it's open. Anybody can see that kind of, everyone can see it. So you're also being vulnerable. Maybe you might not even really realize it because you've been doing it almost every day, but for some other women, they might not be able to do that. So they might find you courageous, right? Yeah. So for me, I think, when I started sharing my story, and maybe one day I might share with everyone, and I'm planning to, but when I shared my story and I would tell the other ladies, like my friends or whatever, they're so shocked, because they say, how in the world are you the way you are when you went through something so traumatic when you were a child, when you were a kid, and I love showing, because I'm a walking testimony, right? Like I could tell them, hey, I went through something like this, and look at me now. And I can talk to that person who is still in that painful state. I can tell them, hey, look at me. With certain healing, you can get to where I am. And it gives them that hope, because when I was kind of like, drowning in that pain, I didn't know healing was possible. And I think a lot of times people don't understand that.
Right.
And yeah, I think vulnerability is a beautiful thing, because it gives the other people the chance to see that, healing is possible. Yeah. So, yeah.
So okay. So vulnerability is absolutely a beautiful thing. but it's the mindset that you have about it and towards it. And I know for me that I've changed the way I view vulnerability. And it's something that I'm continually working on. And the whole thing, in the beginning when I was coach, I felt so awkward posting selfies all the time. It's first of all, you have to sit there and be like this.
I know.
And then you're like, all right, I'm gonna post it now for everyone to see. I hope there's nothing in my teeth, and does my hair look okay? And now I'm like, I'm sweating and I have my workout clothes on. I'm like, this is good enough. Let's post it, because it is. I'm trying to share my journey, and it's not always going to be picture perfect. Gorgeous.
Exactly.
It's not. And I want, for me, my heart is reaching out to other moms, like in this season of life, it's hard. It's hard because it can be lonely because we're so busy cooking, cleaning, taking the kids to like preschool and grocery shopping and just like head above water, and the connections with friendships, the friends, change, and we're just all in different places. I mean, some have kids, some don't, some have one. And then even when you're a mom with only one kid versus 2, 3, 4, that's different too. All right. There's like cliques within that.
Yeah.
Just to be able to provide, like, I've received so much love through this online community. And yes, a lot of them I do meet in person, right? Because they're either local or I meet them at Summit or something, right? Or we have plans to meet up in the future. And so, that's what I hope to, that's my, like, I guess, like target audience, I guess, if I had a market, other moms, what would you say your target, like, where's your heart? I mean, I know women is a very general, that's a lot of women, but do you have like a very specific?
Well, since I'm not a mom yet, I don't think I can, I can't even really say that. I just want to target anybody who's kind of suffering from maybe traumatic past, or they're carrying pain, like in that area, like, and everybody is struggling, right? Like in some form. So I just want to like reach out to people who are struggling and they're having a hard time. Because I know where they are, and I really, like, I completely understand their pain, because all my life I was carrying this pain that I didn't even know I was carrying. So like when I meet a woman, I could immediately tell, what's holding them back. It's weird when you kind of go through those experiences, you kind of walk out of it and you're on the other side, you gain authority in that area, and then you just kind of can sense it in other women or men, and just kind of like just sort of help them see. That's it. Just a little bit of light. That's all it takes. I'm not trying to like fully heal them or anything. It's just help them get from. It's not my job to get them from A to Z, right? It's A to B. That's all. And it's not an overwhelming task. It's just something. It's like you have the heart for that. Yeah. Right. It's a privilege. Yeah. I don't see it as a duty. It's. I mean, I guess it could be a duty, but for me, it's a privilege. Yeah.
And you have a passion for it. So if you have a sincere passion, genuine passion for something, it's not a job. It's not something you have to do. It's something that's like you're excited and you're genuine and you're so like there for them.
Yeah. It just kind of sort of comes. It just sort of like sprouts out of your heart. It's just a desire.
You're such a genuine girl. I love it. Okay, so just to kind of wrap up here, I'm looking at the time here. Some questions, just rapid fire questions. Favorite Shakeology flavor?
Oh, chocolate. So I recently tried the vegan chocolate, and I think I like the original better. Yeah. Honestly, but I love chocolate. It's so good. I can eat chocolate. It doesn't even taste like. It doesn't even taste healthy. It tastes really. It's like guilty pleasure almost. It's that good. Yeah, but I used almond milk. So yeah, that made a huge difference. I was using water, but yeah, using almond milk definitely made the difference.
Makes it like real creamy, right?
Yeah, creamier and just brings out the flavor more. And yeah.
So so your favorite recipe, ice, almond milk?
Yeah, ice and like just one ice cube. I don't like it too frothy. Yeah.
Okay. Just one. All right. I like loaded up.
Oh, you do? I should try that.
Because you could do like, and I've tried like for the kids in the summertime, I trick them. I freeze it and make popsicles.
Oh, good.
They think they're having like chocolate popsicles. I'm like, here you go, kid. You want another ice cream? Here you go.
Oh, look at you.
It's all about tricking them. Oh. Okay, Beachbody Workouts. Do you have a favorite program or favorite particular workout that you love?
I actually only tried the 21-day fix. Is it 21-day fix? Yeah. I forgot what it's called, but I just recently started, so that's what. And I've been having issues with login, so I got to get that
Got it.
Cleared away. But I love anything that's kind of hard, like pushing, pushing my limit, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right. Just being in there, focusing. And what do you like about the Beachbody workouts? Like how they're short,
Oh yeah. I mean, I love how it has a timer on it. Like,
count the clock.
I love that because I'm just, because I love how, high intensity workouts, and, I'm just like going at it and I'm like, oh my God, when is this going to stop? And I could see, so I love that. Yeah. Yes. I love the coaches too. They're just really,
the trainers. Yeah. They're pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay. What else? Who's your favorite, the top coaches?
Not the trainers, right?
Not
top
the
coaches. Aside from you, I like Amy Silverman. I really like her. Yeah.
She's such a cool chick. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that my business page will be kind of will have that kind of energy. Yeah. So I love everything about it. Yeah.
You know that she moved to is it Costa Rica or Puerto Rico?
Yeah, some kind of an island, right? Yeah.
That's where she lives.
She's so hot too. I just love her tattoos and it's something that I've been wanting, and I might get it, but something I've been wanting and she has it. So it's I've been really drawn to her energy. Yeah.
No, she's a top 10 coach. She's like a woman crush onesie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Stalk her.
I have some that I stalk too. I love, I've always loved Lindsay Matway.
Oh yeah, her too. Yeah.
She's actually our upline, the very top.
Oh yay! Awesome.
Yeah. What was I? So I asked you about the shake, the fitness, the coach, personal development. That's a huge thing. I love how Beachbody encourages personal development. What's your favorite thing that you've heard, or something that you're reading now that you just want to share?
Oh, I'm reading so many things all at once. So I'm reading about significance. So a lot of times when we're being brought up by our parents, sometimes we grow up without much love. They don't have much love to give. So I'm one of those kids that didn't receive much love from my parents. So I grew up wanting to feel significant all the time, because I thought, if I was significant, my parents would have loved me. That was the survival mechanism that was instilled in me when I was a little kid. So I always strive to be significant, so I think knowing about that about myself.
Forget it.
Is that Chris?
That's Christopher.
Aww.
Real fast.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay, you guys will come with me. Go ahead.
Okay.
Coach life.
Hey, this is raw. This is real life.
This is real life.
I mean? Yeah.
Work with the kids around, not a problem. So significance. So you kind of pick a topic that you're led to talk to.
Well, yeah. So the significance, I think a lot of times people don't even realize that they're driven by significance.
Right.
And what drives you can end up killing you or bringing you down in the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's just say, if I didn't realize that significance was very important to me, and I kept like rising and rising and rising, and like just feeding off of people's like likes and loves. And then if one person out of all the group of people that likes me, and one person happens to say something like mean to me, that will literally crush me, you know? And I think it's important to know that your value it's not on them. It's your value is just on you. It doesn't, it shouldn't be placed on other people. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. A lot of times we place our value in other people's opinion, you know, and I pretty much lived my life like that as a people pleaser. And I've been reading that book, and helped me see that significant was the main drive for me to succeed. You know, like I wanted to succeed so bad because I wanted to feel significant, you know. So that was one of those like obstacles, or I don't want to say obstacle, but it was one of those like things that was blocking my way to fulfilling my destiny. That sounds so cliche, but you know, fulfilling that, my walking into my destiny or whatever, that was kind of like in the way. And I needed to get real clear with myself and do some soul searching and realize, hey, significance is not bad. You need it. You know, we all need it. We all want to feel like we belong somewhere. But if it's out of control, like if it's controlling you, then yeah, that's going to be your downfall. So,
right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And as we close this call, one thing that you want to say to anybody who's maybe interested in Beachbody coaching, or even a coach, what do you want to say to them?
Oh my gosh. I can't say just. The advice I would like to give is that earlier I said, you know, indecision is like the thief of time, you know. And for me, I think, when did I join? It was like a few months back. And I was like indecisive, like, should I do this, should I do that, and I was just like, you know what, enough already. Let me make the decision right now. And this was yesterday. I was like, let me make the decision right now that I'm going to focus on Beachbody. So I would say, yeah, just make the decision and just go for it. And I don't think you'll regret it. Seriously. It's like, what do you have to lose? You know, it's just going to get better from here on. You're going to, you know, walk into, you know, this journey of self-healing, and you get this platform where you get to help other women. I mean, we are wired to serve other people. We're not just consumers. We're supposed to create and help other people and edify other people. So that's what Beachbody, the platform, is all about, is just uplifting and you know, helping each other up, you know. So yeah, awesome. I would say make a decision.
Decide. What is it? Decide, commit, succeed. That's what Beachbody says.
Oh, is it really? Yeah. I didn't even know. I'm still a newbie, so yeah.
So I love that. I love that even more, that you weren't even familiar with it, but that was your tidbit to the world.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, all right, girl. Thank you for the time. I'm excited to get this out there, up on YouTube, and just share with the world.
Yeah, this was amazing, and you should continue to do this. You should like continue to interview other coaches. It's just we have so much to share. Let's share. You know, stop being an information hoarder. You know, just like share. Sharing is caring, right?
Yeah, so, totally, absolutely. Yeah. I love it. Thank you for the idea. Thank you for doing this with me and encouraging me to do it.
Pleasure. Thank you, Julia. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, girl. Have a good day. Bye.